Welcome back, and today we're going to take a look at fragments, and this will teach you the beginning process of converting designs to HTML and CSS. So let's open up NetTouch and notice here that we have an article for each posting. So if we scroll down here, you can see that they all are duplicated. You have your image, then you have some meta information with the category, the tag. We have the title, some information about who posted it and when. And then you have two paragraphs as well as a continue link. So our job today is to recreate this exact bit of code from scratch. And this will be a good time for you to see if you can do it on your own. So if you'd like, pause this video and try to convert any one of these fragments. You don't need the whole website, just this simple fragment here. See if you can recreate that on your own. And when you're ready, let's get started. So the first step is we need to get any images that we require. And the only one in this case is right here. So I'm going to right click and choose Save Image As, and it's going to go into our working directory, Images folder, and I will call this thumbnail. Okay, good, that's been saved. And now really that's all we need. The next step is to create the markup. So I'm going to open up Sublime Text, and I'm going to move each of these to the left and to the right respectively. And now we'll get started. If I open up index.html, I can hide the sidebar by typing Command K, Command B, or by going to View, Sidebar, Hide Sidebar. So the first thing is we know this is an article. Each of these are articles, so it makes sense to wrap them within an HTML5 article element. Now, within it, we first need the thumbnail. So we'll do that now. We know to create an image tag, and that's going to link to the img directory, and let's see what we called it. Thumb.png. And we always have to provide it alternate text as well. And the alternate text is going to be the name of the posting. Next, I'm going to copy this because I'm going to reuse it right here. So we will place the title within an H2 tag. Now we could do H1 if we want, but I think in this case we'll stick with H2. And I'll paste that in like so. If we want to clean this up, maybe put this on its own line because we don't have too much real estate here. Okay, so now we have the thumbnail and the image, but we also need to have the meta information at the top. And I'll create a UL with a class of meta. Now notice that I'm using list items here because this is a list of information about our post. Next, we have a list item and we have articles. Notice I'm getting it from right here. And the next list item is called Web Roundups. But before we move ahead, notice that these are clickable links. So I need to go ahead and add an anchor tag, and I'll have it linked to nowhere for the time being. Now I can duplicate this, and we'll do the next one, which is Web Roundups. And we will skip the rating because the framework that this website is built on, WordPress, uses a plugin for that, and that's beyond the scope of this tutorial. So we'll skip that part. So now we have meta information with articles, Web Roundups, and then we have the title. So we're all the way to this point. Now we need to have some information about the author, as well as when it was created. So if you ever need a hint, you can always in Chrome right-click, choose Inspect Element, and you can see what the original author did. In this case, Derek, who works for Envato, looks like he used a div with a class of post meta, and within it he has an anchor tag, and he's simply chaining all of this together. And this is something that's fairly common because in this case it's not a list of individual links, it's actually a phrase. Siddharth on September 23rd with 44 comments. So why don't we use a paragraph tag? And I'm just going to write it out for now. Now, we need to take a look at a couple things. First, some of these are links. So notice the word on isn't a link, but 44 comments is because that's going to link directly to the comments. And the author's name is clickable because that will take you to the author's page. So if I move back, I know that I need to wrap the name and the number of comments within anchor tags. And again, this won't link anywhere. We just want to set up the appropriate links. Good.